Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the next chapter, that is the nervous system. You already know eyes, nose, tongue, skin are the sense organs that help us to feel the world around us. Without the sense, there is no way to know what's going around us. Using our sense organs, we are able to know what is going in our surrounding and we can react. The connection between the brain and every system of the body is known as nervous system. Now let us know about the organ system. An organ system is a group of organs that work together to perform one or more functions. For example, digestive system. In digestion, organs like teeth, tongue, food pipe, stomach, small intestine and large intestine are involved. So all these organs together form a digestive system. There are many organ systems which are functioning in our body, like a circulatory system, muscular system, skeletal system, etc. All this system present in our body are controlled by the nervous system, and this nervous system is very important system of our body. Now how are we going to define the nervous system? The nervous system is a system which controls all the system of the body. It has three main parts, that is the brain, spinal cord and nerve. In the picture, you can see how the nerves are present in each part of the body. These nerves carry messages from all the parts of the body to the brain through the spinal cord. Hope you all remember the spinal cord, which we have studied in the previous chapter. So this spinal cord is present in the backbone. That means the messages are reaching the brain through the spinal cord. So we see the relation among the brain, nerves and the spinal cord. Once the messages reaches the brain, it studies the message and gives the instruction through the spinal cord and nerves. For example, if we touch any hot object, brain sends or instructs through the spinal cord and nerves to move away the hand from the object. Our whole body is covered by an or interconnected network of nerves. So this network of nerves allows the brain to monitor or control every part of our body with respect to our surroundings. Brain is the center of control, that is, it controls all the parts of our body. It receives messages from different parts of the body, processes them and sends the instruction to the different parts of the body. The brain helps a person to think, remember, feel and also it controls our body movement. The brain has three main parts, that is the cerebrum, cerebellum and the medulla. Now let us learn about each part of the brain one by one. First one is cerebrum. Cerebrum is the main part of the brain. It is located in the upper part of the brain. It controls our thinking, learning ability, memory, intelligence and our sense organs. It has grooves which you can it has got a grooves and folds so that it can fit into the skull. You can see here it is having some foldings and grooves. So this foldings are so that it can fit into the skull, and this cerebrum receives the messages from the sense organs, and after receiving it sends back, or it gives the instruction what has to be done, how we have to react. And this is the this part is the center of learning, memory, intelligence. This cerebrum, this part is much bigger in humans than in any other animals. That's why humans are more intelligent than other animals. Then now the next part, that is cerebellum. It lies below the cerebrum, which you can see here. This cerebellum, and it controls and coordinates our voluntary movements like walking, running, dancing, painting, etc. And it maintains the posture and balance of the body by controlling the muscles of the limbs. It also coordinates, helps in muscular activities. It helps to balance the body while walking or running, even cycling. It helps to keep our body upright position. The next part, that is the medulla. This medulla is the lower part of the brain, and medulla is also known as a brain stem because of its shape. The spinal cord begins at the medulla, that is the medulla connects the brain with the spinal cord. It controls our involuntary activities like breathing, blood circulation, digestion, etc. The medulla is active even when we are asleep. The right half of the brain controls the left side of the body. Similarly, the left half of the brain controls the right side of the body. When one side of the brain is damaged, the opposition side of the body is affected. The brain needs a continuous supply of blood and oxygen.